On the New Orleans Saints podcast, I'm Erin Summers alongside new defensive end Jonah Williams.
Yep.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Today's the day. You got to sign the paperwork and you are officially on the move.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, stoked to be here. I was told by my agent a couple days ago, like Staley's the DC here, wants you here, and I was stoked for it. I mean, I have a good relationship with him and super familiar with what he does on his defenses. We've been running it for a while, previous teams, so that was a great opportunity to be here and look forward to it.
He was somebody that you had to see right when you got here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We just went up there and met my wife for the first time. He didn't get to meet her back in 2020 in the COVID season when everything was crazy. So yeah, I got to meet him and some of the other coaches, so it's been good.
For Saints fans that aren't as familiar with him as you are, what do we need to know about Staley?
I would say, well, when I came into the league, I mean, that's all I knew was Staley and his defense. And when he left, that defense still stayed put with the Rams when I was there. So like, I just know he made an immediate impact to that team. And I feel like it's a perfect fit for me and my play style. So you're gonna get a tough, rugged defense, and we're gonna stop the run. You know, that's my main reason to be here. I'm here to stop the run.
What makes you good at that?
It's just, I mean, I don't think I really chose to do that. I mean, from an early age, playing football, I think that's just something that I've built better instincts for, and so even in the league, it became pretty evident pretty quick that that's what I was gonna do.
You said from an early age, but you started out as a tight end.
Yeah.
And then you got switched to the line when you were in high school.
Right. Yeah.
At that point, you were 6 foot, 190 pounds.
Yeah.
And you're out there on the line.
Yeah. So late growth spurt, obviously. I mean, I'm glad it happened, but it came a little too late. It was my junior year, 6 foot, 190, and then my senior season, I just started growing a ton. Like, I wasn't really doing anything different. I was close to 6'5" by the end of my senior year in high school.
Wow.
Gained 40, 50 pounds. So, yeah, played a little bit my junior year at D end, just get my feet wet, and then my senior year got to start and play that whole season, and ended up mustering up one offer to Weber State. How
was that transition from tight end offense to the defense, and then it obviously worked out for you?
Yeah, I mean, looking back, it was the right move, but you know, every kid wants to just catch footballs when they're young. So I mean, I was bummed at first, like it's like I could go play defensive line. I saw it as like offensive line as well, like it's just a bunch of, you know, unathletic guys is what I saw as a youth, but quickly realized how fun it was to pass rush and tackle the ball carrier. So I mean, I think it was a good move looking back, but then I was pretty upset about it.
If you want to throw shade on offensive linemen, then you can just hang out with Cam Jordan, because that's all he does all the time.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. We'll get along just fine.
He says they're not smart, but I think our offensive linemen are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see.
You mentioned Weber State, so we're familiar with it here with Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah.
You guys were teammates?
Yeah. Yeah. It's been cool because I came out before he did, but didn't watch him come in the league and have an immediate impact like he's had. It's been super cool to watch. I just had a little hiccup last year, but I know he's going to be better than ever when he's back from it, because that's just who he is. So it's been cool to watch. Yeah,
he's kind of quiet around us. He'll talk a little bit, but on the field, he definitely makes some noise. Are you looking forward to seeing him being back on the same field and in the locker room with him again?
Yeah, it's going to be super cool. I mean, it's been years. I already reached out to him and try and maybe meet up with him here in a little bit, but yeah, I'm just stoked to be back around people I know. So that's cool.
How different is New Orleans and the Saints from what you're used to?
I don't know yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be a lot different. You know, grew up in Washington, Idaho, then Utah. So I'm really familiar with the Northwest. Got a little feel of Minnesota and Detroit last year. So it's a little further east, but down the south I don't know much about. But I mean, we were talking about last night. My wife and I we're excited for the opportunity just to like go embrace another part of the country that we've never visited before.
Have you just not traveled around a lot?
No, especially recently because we have a couple kids now. So I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old that kind of keep us
busy, I'm sure.
Super busy, yeah. So once the season was over last year, especially with being on a couple different teams last year, to finally just reunite with my wife and kids after the season, like we're just kind of lay low. We're on one vacation, it's off season, but besides that, we're gonna lay low.
You have been places. You went to Brazil.
Yep.
You did a mission there after high school before you went to college. So you have definitely traveled, been around. How was that?
It's kind of a hard experience to describe, but I mean, the gist of it is you go somewhere for 2 years and you kind of just dedicate those 2 years to everything but yourself, right? To God, to serving other people. And so for me, I mean, it was life-changing, just being able to like really embrace what it is to be a human, just like go help other people and serve and teach. And so I truly believe I wouldn't be here today without the things that I learned in that mission, like how to do hard things, how to just be away from family, how to be disciplined and show up every day and just grind through it, especially when you may have given up opportunities for football or whatever to go do it. It was challenging, but like looking back, I wouldn't be who I am today without it. So that was amazing.
How much of an impact has it had on your playing career and where you've gotten to?
I just feel like out of the gate when I got home from my mission and went to Weber State, like I had learned a lot of lessons that I think freshmen college football players need to learn the first couple of years. I already had banked those lessons, the ones I was just talking about, like just the discipline side of it, like waking up and just doing what you're supposed to do, doing more, not doing what you want to do, doing like what basically the team needs me to do, right? Needs to grow as a player and grow physically, and a lot of those lessons I just learned already. So I feel like I just was able to kind of jumpstart on being able to play football.
You said you're going to bring to this team a run stopper.
Yeah.
What do you bring to the locker room? What kind of person are we getting?
Well, depends what the locker room's got in it. We got ping pong table in there. We got cornhole. Depends what we got in the locker room, but
Okay,
find a competitor in the locker room too.
Yeah.
Yep. So definitely love, like, I think that's probably one of the things I'm going to miss the most, about the league, is just being able to have like conversations with teammates in the locker room. Like that's kind of it's just a special area, to be able to just talk and get to know people outside of football.
Now that this process is done, what's next for your off season?
Well, I mean, it's the same as it was before. Back to training, really treasuring the opportunity I had to be with the family together, because usually in OTAs, family will stay back in Utah and I come out, for the 4 days or 5 days a week, head back, go see them on the weekends. So before we start traveling again, just being able to be home and be with my wife and boys.
Well, I appreciate the time today. It's great getting to know you a little bit, and looking forward to having you here as a part of the team.
Hey, thank you. It's great.